tweet, tweet. Rockin' Robin. Tweetly deet. That is done. What am I reading this weekend? I mean, there's only one answer. Come on. There's only one answer. Of course. No. Why would you? Nothing works. Literally nothing's working. Oh, for God's sakes. Sorry, folks. One moment. This is not what we're doing right now, but I do need to see. What in the world happened to my Twitter account? Anyone? Anyone? Is anyone else's Twitter account not working? On that note, welcome. Waiting on an answer. Oh, looks up to him. So, where's my Twitter account? Well, that's quite irritating. I have no idea. My Twitter account seems to just have disappeared. That's super useful. But that is not what we're here for today. And no, it's like my Twitter's down. It is not updating. I mean, the feed isn't even updating. Nothing's happening. So, that is neither here nor there. That is not why we're here. And I've already wasted enough of your time. So, we will get to the show. And I thought I'd move from that buck. Action. Happy Friday. Today is Star Wars Friday, and as you can see, per normal, nothing's working. It's fine. Whatevs. We're just gonna and talk about some Star Wars books. And this week, I finished. So, the Young Skywalker series that I was talking about last week or the week before, that ended and went into another set of books that I don't have the audiobook version to. Oh, you know what? I need chapstick. Time out. Time out. Yes. So, um, after the Young Skywalker series, it goes to four or six books that I didn't have access to an audiobook version. So then the next is the Clone Wars Secret Mission #1. And my eyes went, wait, there's more Clone Wars that I don't know about? How is that humanly possible? I've watched Clone Wars 8 times full through on the ninth currently. Like, full stop. I've read all the nonsense. You know what I mean? The comics I don't know. But anyway, here comes Breakout Squad, and I'm like, man, all right, well, let's give it a go. And so, what this book is about is essentially, I'm assuming, the first Clone Wars group. And I'm gonna see if we can just scroll in here. If you want to look at something, you see that little dude back there. That is something that I, frankly, was not expecting. And this is a short book. This book is like an hour and 20 minutes to listen. And it is about his master and the Breakout Squad heading on a mission, gets hijacked. Little Chiss here decides to hop along, and shenanigans ensue. And then the book pretty much ends because it's a quick read. I'm on the second book now, which is yeah. Why not show that one to you? Because that also has a pretty cool cover, but I can't exactly remember the name of it right now. Do do do. Please stop. It is. The second book is Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Curse of the Black Hole Pirates. And I just started this. I'm probably about 40 minutes in. It's another short read. I don't think it's 2 hours long, but it is a tad bit longer than the other one is. Um, and essentially, what this book is about, if you are into your Star Wars lore, is in Thrawn, in one of the Thrawn books, there is mention of Palpatine making contact with the Chiss and Thrawn in specifically. Now, I don't know if these books are about Thrawn specifically, but little Chiss Jedi dude here is on his way to Chiss space for the first time. And I have to tell you, I was not expecting any of that. And there's no way to tell you except to spoil like what this is about. And thus far, this is quintessential like Clone Wars. It has a cool ass Clone Wars crew. Um, can't remember his oh, Nuru. Nuru, they write him in the beginning like he's like 9, but this little 9-year-old's commanding these troopers and doing some crazy Jedi stuff. So, as you can see from the cover, they age him a bit. But yeah, this is a very interesting read. I was more than surprised to see it. I didn't know if there was any further information about Palpatine contacting the Chiss. Because, if you know your Thrawn lore, that's essentially why Thrawn becomes to the Empire, is because there's whispers of a power growing, which is the Empire, and Thrawn being Thrawn, and the Chiss expansionary defense fleet. Um, he goes to check things out. So that's how all of that happens. But this thing is freaking cool, and I'm kind of stoked that I have it. I'm kind of stoked that that it's here. So I don't know what comes after this. Like I said, in this little thread that I'm reading, it's like 130 books in order. So this is super cool. Um, I am going to give this first book's going to get a 3 out of 5. I mean, it's a solid book. There's cool action, but I mean, it's an hour. It's just entirely too short. I would love to see an unabridged edition of all of this come out. That'd be great. But this gets a 3, but I can tell you already that 3 is like, it's being graded because, I asked for an entree and they gave me an appetizer, and I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. But Curse of the Black Hole is already off, even though it's another short book. It is a tad bit more filled out than what that first one was. So that is our first book of the week. Um, Star Wars Breakout Squad. Check it out. Our second book of the week is a tad more complicated. Star Wars Victory's Price, the Alphabet Squadron. If you've been with this channel in Star Wars Fridays, you will know that I've read all 3 of these books. It has taken a while, but I read all 3. The first 2, man, not great. The pacing is just, but they're chewing through a lot. There's just a lot, and this Victory's Price is the end, but it also is like a 16-hour, 17-hour long book. It's a lot. So, um, in fact, I think I read this. It was on hold, so like I would read it and get so far, and then I'd have to give it back, and it'd be gone for like 6 weeks, and then I'd get it back and get to read like another 6, 7 chapters, and then it'd be gone again and be gone for like another 6 weeks. So, it took a while to finish, but Victory's Price, if there was ever a third of anything, and actually that's a great podcast question. Um, Sorry, let me write that down. Show notes for tonight. Ooh, let's that's a tad bit too much information there. Um, mm, mm, there we go. So, if there was ever a third edition of anything that somehow saved the first 2 iterations of that story, which is weird, right? Because how do you get to a third if the first 2 were, but it's not the book's fault. It was just a lot, and pacing is everywhere. Victory's Price just gets in there, and it sums up the conclusion of the war between the New Republic and the Empire after the fall of Endor. Harrison Dula is a huge part of this. I don't know where we're going to get all of this in, you know, the Andors of it all. Hey, Sophia. I don't know where we're going to get all of this in the Andors and the Ahsoka seasons 2 of it all, but Harrison Dula is a huge part of this, and the squadron is super complex. And as I said about the first 2 books, like everyone is very, very not happy about themselves and Project Cinder and what happened. And, you know, there's not a lot of redeemable actions going on. And this third book, they're still struggling with the same thing, but it is a more concise, tighter version. If you like air battles, this freaking book is amazing. There are 2 epic battles that take place over the course of like 15 minutes, and you're listening, and as it's fully scored, so you're hearing like the tie and whatnot, and it's just one-on-one battle each time, and it's just describing them flying through and moving, and it is fantastic. The end of the book is Actually, the end of the book reminds me of what was it? Mandalorian season two or two, I think, when they are the Empire's reclamation people. That's kind of where it sounds like it's taking place, like the end of this book is, but hard to tell without another watch. Um, but Erica Quell, one of the most unlikable Star Wars characters I can remember in quite some time. I don't know. This woman may somehow like redeem herself. You know how you feel about Barriss Offee, like when everything happens in Ahsoka, and you're like, oh, Barriss, boo. And then you watch the new Tales of the Jedi, and it's like, ah, Barriss, all right, that's cool. Here, you're like, Erica, go away. What just happened? This is not a game. This is a book, an audio book, a Star Wars book. As this is Star Wars Friday, and I wrap up the books that I'm reading on every Friday, and we'll get to Knights of the Old Republic here in a short second. But in summary, this book is so complex and it delivers on so many different angles that I did not even think was possible after the crap show of the first two books that I ended and I'm like, I think I have to go listen to the first two books again. Are you freaking kidding me? Each book is like 17 freaking 18 hours. And it's these characters are depressed about Project Cinder. So, if there was ever a third anything that can redeem the first two iterations, which is hard to do, this is it. And Victory's Price, will it get a 5 out of 5? I have not done my written review, which will be on X. I don't know, in the coming days before it all goes away in my head. Will it get a 5 out of 5? God bless. I don't. Victory's Price gets a 4 out of 5. But I do may change my decision. This may be one of those things like, what was it that I first watched? Oh, I just reviewed it for you guys a couple of weeks ago because I went through and did the re-listen after Tales was coming out. This book was terrible. I did not like it. I gave it like a 3, and it was a low 3 the first time through. And the second time through, like just my knowledge base was more, so I just got more from it. And this book is absolutely freaking fantastic. So I didn't give it a 5, and I didn't go back and change my first review because we don't do that here. But yeah, so that sums up our two book reviews today: Victory's Price and Star Wars Breakout Squad. Breakout Squad you can find on YouTube through YJK Audiobooks. Victory's Price, hey, support your local library, download the Libby app. You know, I've listened to over 150 Star Wars books for free because of that thing. And then you start adding in YouTube, and it's just a ridiculous amount of free Star Wars. So, there you go. And now, on to our game. Oh, God. Mostly RPGs lately. Oh, God. Oh, and I need to do this. So, pardon me for a quick second while I do a quick plug. Which I forgot to do earlier. And tonight I will be on the... There we go. And tonight I will be on the Nerdiverse Live podcast, per normal, on YouTube, 8 p.m. Central. God, what are we going to be talking about? I'm sure we're going to be talking about... There was something in the group chat, but it eludes me right now because my brain is still thinking about Star Wars. So, I'm sure it will come to me. And I have to still do my... Yeah, it was a decent sized week in the Nerdiverse. Yeah, there you go. Wait,
You have the sword. The sword of Agenta Ball. That's it, isn't it? How did you ever acquire it? Are you joking with me? Oh, that is quite interesting. My mentor told me that Sith apparitions might be possible, but I never truly believed it. Well, thank you for the information. I must go and inform...
all right. What am I going to be... What are we going to be talking about tonight? What the hell happened this week? There had to be something that happened. I know there is, and I am not thinking of it. I know we may have our Zelda. I know that's a thing we may have. Oh shit, look at that thing. That thing is crazy. Yeah, you can have it. I really wonder if my Twitter is working again, or if they like banned me and they're like, no. Oh, I'm gonna be talking about King of the Hill. That's epic. That's where my brain went. What else? Pardon me. And I'm sure there will be some Captain America talk. Oh, yeah, you can have that thing.
Yes?
I don't need it.
We've had indications that there's a whole ancient Sith colony under this valley. You aren't assigned to the excavation team. Sorry, I can't talk. We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's
Yeah,
all
man,
kinds
Victory's
of old tracks
price
left behind that
was...
still work.
As I was listening to it, I was almost like amazed at just how good it was compared to the first two books. Because the first two books are just, I don't want to say hot messes, but they're just, the pacing is so bad and it throws you all around the place. And you're like, what is freaking happening?
Yeah?
So, other than that, I hope you all are also... I hope you guys, thank you. I hope you guys are having a decent Friday. Does anyone have any, oh shit, any summer
What?
plans? Anything going on? Not what I wanted to do at all, in any way, shape, or form.
That hurt, I bet. What?
Oh, I have lightning now. That is correct. Excellent.
Just die
Let's see what you got.
I am in agreement with you.
Take that!
Actually, there is a Darth Revan book that I've been waiting to read. Just waiting to read till I finish this freaking game.
Yes?
I did not realize we were going to be rocking for 30 freaking hours.
Huh?
Granted, I mean, those first few hours
What?
were a long time ago now. We don't play that often. Thank you, Sophia. I'm aware.
What?
Oh, you know what? That uses
Yes?
up quite a bit of freaking, whatchamacallit? What's it called?
What?
That's not ideal. We did not do any of that well. But good to know. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Sorry. Hey, we're back. There we go. I'm just curious if it actually... No. No, it didn't. No, it did not. There we go. Sorry. Do. Why is it taking so long? Oh, it's okay, Sophia. My podcast buddy is literally an artist, and I also dabble in AI art, but I definitely appreciate it. And you know what? I've been in sales for 25 years, so if you want any help on approaching clients, go ahead and let me know.
Another idiotic student has stumbled into my little web, eh? Well, the contact nerve toxin in the air
Oh,
should knock
God.
you out quickly enough.
That nerve toxin has me
Welcome.
thinking about old boy.
Awake already, are you? Good. This is the tomb of Sith Lord Tulak Horde, if you don't know. I've taken up residence here for now. It's dusty and full of critters, but... Oh, yeah. This other student here that I captured earlier, you should know well enough. His name is Mikol. Poor lad. He's had a hard day. My name is Jorak Earn. I was once the head of the academy, so I'm sure you've heard...
Yeah.
Liar! You think I can't tell? Obviously, the Academy is lax in its... Anyhow, I'd like to propose that we move on to the main event. You see, I'd like to discover if you've got the pluck of an old-fashioned Sith.
No,
Most
man.
of the Drek Uthar has
I'm
been
a
passing
Jedi.
through these days is so pathetic. Take young Miko here. Yes, you're welcome. You see, Mikol here has the cruel disposition of a Sith, but not the gumption that I'm looking. why then you go free. Tell you what, I'll even pack they're based on all I've learned studying Tulak's tomb. That'll make you a better Sith, I'm sure we could. We could chat all day about it. But where would that get us? I'm quite determined, and you are quite. Perhaps you have some questions. I'm not above delaying the test a bit. The result. Then I'd say you have... what's a little mental instability between... I don't remember offering you a choice. You can refuse to answer my questions, of course, but then, I'm afraid, So then, this is how it goes. I'm going to pose a moral question to you. Get it right, and I torture Mikol. Get it wrong, and Mikol here is a bit weak. He probably won't be able to take much more punishment. I don't know what you think of Mikol. Maybe you don't like him. Maybe you think he deserves... Then you win. If you die, then he wins. Well then...
We can both survive.
Now, dear lad, do you really think your friend here will answer questions wrong just to spare... And how many correctly answered questions before you die? On that note, now then, your immediate superior amongst the Sith is an effective commander and a fine leader. He trusts you and you like him. You see an opportunity to kill him. What do you do? Correct! He was a fool to let down his guard. You will not make the same mistake, and the Sith as a whole benefit. You see, Mikol, it's not so difficult. Time for your punishment. And so we come to round 2. You come across a group of humans who are threatened by dangerous animals. Well, now you're just punishing yourself. Do you really not know the answers here? Shame. At any rate, here is your punishment. Let's see. Yes. You discover an aspect of the Force that gives you great power. Do you share it and strengthen the Sith as a whole? Okay. And here I thought this question... Well, you did ask. Still going? All right, then. One of your underlings has made a major mistake which makes you look bad. He's normally very competent and... You're not trying to make me angry, are you? That would be pointless posturing on your part. Not that good help is easy to find. Last question. You're about to die. Do you pass on your knowledge to your apprentice to make him stronger? Or do you use your last breath to strike at your enemies? Such insolent students. I'll enjoy this one. Now, this is odd. The test is over and you're both still alive. Well, that's never happened before. What to do? I suppose this means you can go, Mikol. I'll have to just figure...
Or I could use the Force to free them. And we could kill you. Seems you didn't think of that, old man.
What? Mutiny! Behave, students! That's it! Detention for all of you! Permanent detention!
I really need to go get my ice back. You guys are not even close, so fair
What?
enough. Alright, let me stop for a quick second before I do stuff and die. Yeah, that'll be fine.
What?
What?
What? That hurt, I bet.
Yep. Now, how's it gonna break loose?
I guess he wasn't a true Sith after all. I can't believe that I'm alive. You saved me. You could have easily just... Yes. Well, I see what you mean. I've never been on that side of the fence before. I'd be dead if you weren't... if you were proper Sith. But you're not, are you? You mean the light side? I've never thought about that. Can you even go back? I've done some... I've hurt a lot of people.
There's always remorse and atonement. That's the harder path, though, boy. Think you can do that?
I don't think the light side is for me. But maybe neither are the Sith. Maybe it's time for me to leave. Thanks, I suppose.
It's cold. Alright. Well, things are going pretty well here at Korriban. Who would have thought? Of course, Brian. You can get the dark side stuff, right? Pardon me. Ow.
No problem. Got it.
Sorry, that hurts. Came in that way. This way. Nope, that's the wrong way. Come on, Brian. Look at the map, bro. For the love of God.
No problem. Got it.
We need to heal, too.
No problem. Got it. No problem. Got it.
I mean, yeah, two pretty good books this week, because I was not expecting a just Jedi. Like, I wondered if it existed in the back of my mind, but I never in a million years actually thought I would see it somewhere. Again, my knowledge of this whole relationship only went back to Palpatine contacting Thrawn with a chest for whatever reason. Can't exactly remember what that might have been.
Hey there.
No. Alright.
I was a little snappish. No, I want to tell you. I never knew my parents. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfighter's cargo hold with... I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young. But my brother, the only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, see, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. He gambled and drank, and he was always borrowing money. Showed me how to slice into a computer security. Yeah, I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back. He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm sorry that
Need?
we had to do that.
Huh?
I don't know what I got. Oh, why am I running with
What?
you? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea, man. Oh, because you won't move. That's why. That is why. Because you won't move. Why won't he move? I don't know.
Sure.
You know, Korriban, not too bad. Nice. Well, I guess it's time to either go there or there. What did I need to go there? I needed to hurt something or be somebody. We built this city. Built this city on rock and roll.
And you need?
Thank you.
What?
Thank you. Whoa.
Intruders detected.
Whoa, what is happening? Why is everyone so hostile? That is pretty dope.
Deadly toxins.
Hey, nice work. What do we got here? More droids, huh? Yep, he went down. I tried. But he just wouldn't listen. He just kept running towards things. Told you to stay behind me, but whatever. You do what you want. I have the power to disable droids. Which is super handy right now, let me tell you. No, let's not recover the mine. Let's not recover the mine. It's like, no, that's the only action we're gonna let you do. You have to go through the mine. No, I don't. No, I don't. See? It's like, no, you have to go through the mine. Bro, do you not see what I'm doing? At some point you should run. What the hell? Wisconsin earthquake! Relax, relax, relax.
Too much audio input. Audio systems overloading. Must destroy source of disturbance. Must kill sentience.
Oh, they did give him a little, so we need to level him up right now. I didn't want to do that,
Yes?
but whatever. They're like, oh, you should have come with, It's not what I wanted to do, but it's what's happening. It's not a perfect run, you know what I mean? We lost the ability for a perfect run a while ago. Can I please move? No. No, you can't move.
Yes? Nice. Got it.
Just die already!
Oh, force depleted. Alright.
Sure.
Didn't want to do all of that, but it's done. Well, look, I just opened the freaking door. You know what I mean? All hell broke loose. There was no other option.
No problem. Got it.
I'm sure it won't be popular, but Lord knows I have to have done enough to move on. And assuming that we have done everything that there is to do, stream will be coming to an end a little shorter, or a little earlier than normal on a Star Wars Friday, because your boy's exhausted. Your boy needs some downtime. With another podcast coming up, or another stream coming up, I need to, I don't know, do some meditation, clear the mind, relax, wash the stench of Friday off of me. No, I don't want to be in any caves. I want to go to the place.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are all... Ah, the ones I ordered executed for them. Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Shirak ate them. It is... The lesson is learned. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare... Ah, finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. Well done. You have... Go now. You have done well, but you have not... Ah, my old master. Still, unless you bring back something of his, some writings or some... Oh? Let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings. Regardless, you have... Go now. You have done well. Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after... I am impressed. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the... You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone.
Not a lot of experience. But yes, on that note, we are going to be ending today's stream a tad bit early for Star Wars Friday, but I do appreciate you all tuning in, and I do hope you check out those books that I recommended. And tonight, I will be on the M Nerdiverse podcast live. Link is in the chat. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Wash out.